Let's have a look around. Lots of red on the north. Oh dear. Okay, well that's not a bad thing. They've shown themselves, and that allows for things to shoot at them. So down here, that's all we still have. Okay, well we have to look around to see what we can see. And shockingly, we don't see anything else. Don't see anything in the center. Okay, that must just be a case of not being, or not of needing to look around. Okay, so we're on turn 8. Let's sable the log. Wow, I'm actually remembering these days. Okay, I don't think that LG team has much left. The guy's still alive, actually. Okay, so there are different units in line of sight, it's just not currently in line of sight. Okay, let's check suppression of the formation leaders. Or we can live with. Okay, the surprising thing is, I mean, they did take a few hits, but none of them caused the passenger to unload, so... Actually, I wonder if it makes a difference depending on what type of vehicle it is, because obviously passengers in a grain carrier would be inside the vehicle, whereas the passengers on a tank would be sitting around on the outside of it, so they might be very vulnerable. Interesting. I wonder if the game takes that into account. Okay, well, we're gonna try to rally him. I don't know where his leader is. I can't see. Oh, the leader's probably loaded. That's why we can't see him. Okay, Sergeant Farley reduces suppression. That's sufficient for now. Oops, I just looped around. Well, anyway, we just keep going because it didn't get too far in the loop. Let's see. Okay. Not too sure what I'm gonna do here because, anyway, we'll discuss that later. Suppression 1 is fine. Okay, and the reason we can see all those enemies is because these guys are out in front, and probably not. It's probably not very healthy for them, actually. Scout's got to do what Scout's got to do. Suppression 4 we can live with. Suppression 12, I think I want to try and rally him. Okay, which revealed a whole bunch of more enemies. Um, I have an idea in that area, but it's kind of risky. Let's look at it in a moment. Well, he definitely needs to be rallied. He's probably not seeing anything. Okay, well, nothing appeared magically when he was rallied, but he's still pinned. So, we'll look around with him in a moment. Okay, he's routed. At 30. Let's try rallying. Well, okay, the mortars will probably hit him again. Yeah, so if he's gonna be rallied, then he has to be able to move. So that's gonna require two rally attempts at at most. So that'll bring him down to around 7. Yeah, okay. So if he fails this one, I would have been better off letting him just run away. Question is, will he run away before the mortars land on him for the second time? Okay, well, let's think about that. Let me see in 3. No, let's not look at that. They shouldn't have any suppression because they haven't been in combat yet. Okay, suppression is good, and they're actually in good shape now. We'll do something with them. I don't think I have a chance in the south anymore. I just so seriously outnumbered here. Don't know. Let's see, we'll rally. Nope, rally attempt fails. So let's see. He's retreating. Okay, Sergeant Peck reduces suppression. It's pinned, so he can fight at least, but whether that's going to be helpful or not, we'll see. Okay, so nope, he's still mobilized. Haven't seen any enemies up here yet. Right, so we've checked suppression, done what we can to rally the troops. Some of them are in doubtful state, so let's make some decisions later. Let's look around. So all the units you can see right in front of him. 4 units, but that's not... Where are the other ones? One there, 2, 3. Ooh, okay. Suddenly we see a June unit here. Wow, they're close. Ow, okay. I'm trying to figure out where this other unit is, because that's not what we're seeing. So we saw all the way on the other end of the map. Nope. Oh, okay, that. How could I miss that? So there's the 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Okay. Everything is right with the world. Are those the same ones? 1, 2, 3. Nope, they're different ones. Okay. And that's the only reason we're seeing so many enemy units moving about up there. Because these guys are up front. So now possibility here is to move they can't see anything, so but it's pointless for this one to move forward because there's no cover. But this one could, because he'd be moving into rocks, and that's not a bad thing. Um, Question is, there's not enough rocks around. Problem is, that is the problem. So, um, all right, let's keep looking around. I don't think these guys back here can see anything. Yeah, fairly limited line of sight. Nope, they can't see anything. You can see a heck of a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Around, see if anything else pops up. So this platoon is a bit is considerably weaker than it was. They've lost a platoon leader. This guy's been doing, he's taken over the job, but not very. I think I want to rally him again. Okay, because we've seen that. So if I rally him again, he might see more. Let's try. Okay, he's done a good job. Okay, here we go. So we're at least a bit more aware. Damn. Okay. Not sure why we didn't see that with the scout. That should have been more likely. In that case, we probably, well, have to consider whether I actually really want to rally. I have to think about that some more. This terrain is very awkward. Not sure where, because the best cover is in the slopes here. I mean, moving up through this open like the Germans are, because obviously that's what they're doing. Being very cautious though, so we're in turn 8, so that gives them plenty of time. It's interesting when both players play cautiously. When when one player has a lot of confidence and knows what they're doing, they don't need to be that cautious. Is what I've observed in the play by email. Well, when players have, I should say one player, when a player has that confidence, the confidence that, doesn't matter what comes up, we can just deal with it. So in this case, for the solo game, obviously both players are lacking experience, and the plays are very different. It's a bit more relaxing, to be honest. Still have to put some effort in, though. It's not like I'm just breezing through this. That is not a bad shot there. Not in line of sight of anything else. That might not be a bad thing to do. Let's see that. So these scouts are definitely going to have to move further forward. Not sure why we can't. Okay, well, the reason we can see that one is because it's at 3 hexes. I wonder what his experience is. 56. Okay, not very good. I don't think he's the one who spotted that. It's in line of sight now, so he can see it, but I don't think he's the one who spotted that. There must be a more experienced unit here, because at 56, he's basically out of basic training. Basically out of basic training. Okay, excessive uses the word basic in there. And 56 is below average. It is basic training. in the 60s, you're getting sort of average troops that have had a little bit of combat experience. 70s is more combat experience, and 80s is elite. 80 and higher, I believe, is elite. So I doubt he's the one who's seen that. The thing of it is, because the Matrix changed how line of sight works, how spotting and line of sight are not really directly related anymore. Because you need to do something special in order to spot, which is awkward when it comes right down to it. I mean, they wanted to make spotting more difficult, which to make it more realistic. That was requested by the players, mind you, not something Matrix decided. The hardcore players wanted it, thought spotting was way too easy. Some of them still think it's way too easy, because if you look at the low carnage settings, spotting is really difficult in that. The spotting's reduced to 90%. Sometimes, from what I've read, some players actually even reduce it below that, down to 80%, which means that your chances of seeing anything are 80%, at only 80% of what the game calculates. So, wow, that's considerably harder than this is already. Right, so we have some shots we could take here. If he was immobilized, we could probably do something about that. Okay, down here. The only ones they can see of that one. There was an enemy unit here that attacked this one. Okay, he's used up all of his rally points, and he is. Yep. So no more rallying from the leader. He's stuck there, but that's okay. He's not in a terrible position. These engineers have taken quite a beating as well. Okay, well, yeah, engineers are not really frontline troops, so they don't quite have all the things. They don't have an LMG, for example. So it's a bit awkward. Let's look around. Oh, okay, we spotted that one. Retreating. He could be rallied again. I think he should be. Well, no, let's leave it for now. Alright, Time for some maneuvers. What are we gonna do? He's buttoned. Yeah, problem is if I move one squad up, doesn't he doesn't get any support. Well, he has the Brink carriers here, and we have Brink carry over the year, and actually the Mars LRC. Yeah, so if he moves up there, he's gonna get shot at by possibly at least two enemy units. Hard to say how many would be, because actually probably whatever he can see, I think. So that one. I happen to know that my opponent doesn't use his scouts as combat units, so I've played against him lots of times. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, I don't use scouts as combat. Um, they are they have uses though. I mean, I've had the 4-man German scouts take out armored cars with their tank mines, and that is really helpful. Actually, they're not tank mines; they're slightly different. They are like a more like a thrown weapon. Actually, I think the tank mine might be as well. I'm not sure, but these actually have like it's like a dot, if you can imagine that. I mean, it's this fins on the thing, which when it's supposed to keep the magnetic part pointed at the at the vehicle, at the target. It doesn't work that well, and aerodynamics and all that stuff. Not to mention it requires like, the soldier to throw the thing quite with almost like a baseball player. It has to be like kind of throw that kind of skill. So anyway, but they effective at 1x. I mean, I don't know they were actually that effective at 50 meters in real life. But anyway, so if he moves up, he's probably going to be attacked by that one and that one, because that's what he can. Oh, there's that one as well. Yeah, so there's possibly 3 units that could fire them. Whether they would or not is a different matter. Because that's more than normal range that you would set for infantry. Question is, what would I be trying to achieve doing that? Well, I think if I can get these units into the rocks, they can get. So we don't really need to advance here. We just need to keep these guys occupied, right? But right now, the smoke is cutting off any chance of actually countering their actions. Yeah, the problem is I don't see how I can move these guys up without. See him smoke? He's got 1 smoke. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get them to move. I don't think he has any smoke. Oh, he does. I don't know. I don't see any sense in the scouts moving forward now. Okay, let's see if this unit will see anything from this position. No. 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 Okay, so if we're gonna move up, we put some suppression on some of these. They are ready. Okay, those are pretty long odds there. That's his best shot. You can't actually see anybody down here. Okay. Well, scouts on the recon's not moving, so let's ignore that for the moment then. Hmm. Is any recon moving here? Now, these scouts have not done much in the last little while. Where do I need them? That's the question. Scouts on this side will probably have pretty decent line. In fact, they already have pretty good line of sight. So on this side, I think. Although even that might not be necessary. Just the thing is, there's just not enough space on the hill for it to work out. This terrain is very awkward here. I don't know. Don't know what we can do here. Okay, so we know there's any enemies moving up somewhere here. It's a scouts a year, then there must be infantry behind them. So we're not in a good position here. In fact, there are no good positions here because, well, if I was out in the open and I'd been sitting there for a while, I would be digging in, but that's not going to happen now. So actually, these are good positions, but they're not able to defend those because we'd have to move forward and take them back, right? If it came down to it, or not. I mean, they're not worth that much, so it's not really worth fighting over them too hard. Okay, so the engineers will stay here. He's on a slope, so in the fact he's on a road, the slope will give him the best cover there anyway. From what my understanding is the game picks the best terrain for cover. So even if you're on a secondary, if you're on a road with and slope hex, then you get the slope cover. Normally you get the road cover, which is basically the same as mixed anyway. It's not really worse than anything else, which is kind of odd. Okay, so what we could try shooting at him. These scouts don't need to move. I think these scouts don't need to move as well, so we're not going anywhere. Basically, we're defending now, I think. And okay, so I don't have a lot of recon left. We need to move up here though to figure out what the enemy has done. And the last known position was here. Is there anything here? scout moving. Okay, let's put the scout on this side. We might see something useful. Nope. No, the what's name is not. Whoops. Nope. The orchard just doesn't allow for it. Okay, so that's all I can do with him. I think I might move this one over. Try and get line of sight around this side because we're a little bit blind over here. We'll stack. Move that scout over on that side, and that's all the scouts, I think. Okay, so movement here. To treating, I don't think we get much. Yeah, let's fire at him. Nope, couldn't get any more out of it. Okay, so on very far ones, let's see if there's any new enemies sighted. When we look around, no, doesn't look like it. He's retreating. We're gonna risk it. And he's destroyed. Let's try rallying him again. He could move, but I don't need him to move. I just need to be able to take good shots at that. Perfect. Okay, so we know there's no enemy and it's that side. Don't know about this hex here because we can't see that one. He's pinned. He's not going anywhere. Actually, he's out of points as well, so no point in moving him forward. So well, I know there's an enemy unit here. Well, there was. I don't know if there's one there. So if I move there, possibility of being attacked by 2 units. I know there's nothing here. Okay, so we can actually move here with this one, but he's a bit weak, so weaker. um, but then at least if there's 2 units here, this one wouldn't be on his own. So let's do that. I took a big hit. Was there any casualties in that? Actually, it's an easier way to tell when I'm looking in the log. No, there were no casualties. Yeah, there's an easy way to look, if you could remember. Yeah, this is obviously an easy way to look, easy way to check that. When will he rally? That's the question, because the platoon leader doesn't have any rally points left. So we're relying on the sergeants. Okay, so we need to put some suppression on him. Okay, obviously I didn't put enough suppression on him. Okay, well that did not work out. Well, it was 201. I thought I could bounce it out a little bit, but need to put more suppression on him. That's what it was. Will he rally? Yeah, he did. I tried rallying him again before the end of the turn. Damn it. I'm gonna leave it like this. The Germans are not pushing here, but they have time, so they don't need to. There's no need to rush. We actually met at a fairly good with good timing, so the battles are all interesting. I'm finding. And it's all worthwhile fighting over, although, like I said, they're only 90 points, so each victory X, so maybe not worth fighting over too hard. Just trying to cause casualties. Alright, so... Okay, that's pretty bad. Took 3 shots to pin him. I don't think it gave his position away too much. This squad is quite weak, but... just gonna move the scout up here. Around. Okay. He wasn't pinned very much, that's for sure. And now the squad's completely useless. Whoa! Okay, that was unexpected. Evidently, we have ranges set quite long from something. Anybody could see that? I doubt he could see it. He's range 6. 6? That was way more than 6. Yeah, that was the German heavy MG firing at it, but it was 11 hexes, so I actually done something there. Didn't realize that this number, I thought this range always changed so that it always indicated where this distance that you were attacked from, but so he was spotted at that range. Wow, okay. That's pretty good. Size 0 unit spotted at 11 hexes. That's really good. Okay, so now I'm going to try to rally this one. Not enough. Okay, he can move. Let's put him there. Oh, we really need to suppress him some more. I don't know if this guy will rally again. Sergeant Kimbrough. I guess this is Sergeant Kimbrough? Yeah. The stand-in platoon leader. Okay, no more rallying happening here. Sergeants run out. All the sergeants have run out. The platoon's being run by sergeants, so that's not a good thing. Ooh. Okay, well, we're not in good positions here. Okay. Did anybody see that this time? It's tossing a lot of opportunity fires out there, and we still didn't see it. Wow. Okay. Instant casualty there. Alright, we leave it like that. I don't think there's any point in firing again. He was pinned, but not very much. Not enough. Not enough to help. Damn. Okay, well, I need to get these guys into better positions. They're just not. These machine guns are. The Lewis is not a good buy. I've come to realize. Um, Three enemies seen. Oh, wow, there's actually stacked units in here. Okay. What's up here? Hmm. Nothing close by, so let's put them on this side. They won't be able to fire the MG yet, so. So this alone, Schützen on all by itself has inflicted casualties on three different British units. Okay, the Lewis MG, forget it. I will never ever buy those again. And they yeah they cost less, but they're just not very effective. I've used the figures in other scenarios, and it seems to be a lot better. Of course, you can't really tell because in a scenario the the, the unit could be adjusted so that it behaves in a certain way that the scenario designer wants. So the scenarios are very over-engineered. You gotta get a sense of how the game, or how the game really works by playing this type of battles. That's what I'm finding. Um, right, so we need some suppression on some of these guys. Whoa. Okay, so the AVMG is really laying into us there. I know it's coming from over here somewhere. If I look around. Nope, these guys are just not spotting it. He's hit with it too, so he's in line of sight. Nope, it's just too far away, and they just don't have the experience. If it fired one more time, it probably would give its position away. Should I take another shot? It probably had no effect on him, considering he fired back right away. Okay, let's see. Okay, that was not what I wanted. Was any damage from that? Nope, no apparent damage. That was actually a hit. Yes, I think the game does model it actually. I mean, because that hit, when it didn't cause any damage, but it actually did cause the patrol to the passenger to bail, to you know get off the vehicle. So I think it does actually make a difference as to what type of vehicle it is. So there's a difference between a tank and an armored personnel carrier. Interesting. Good to know it models those kinds of things. Might make perfect sense, actually. But it never occurred to me before that it actually did that. Because I never saw any evidence of it. It's the first time I've actually seen it with my own eyes that that it does that. Okay, so I'm not putting in a suppression on these guys, apparently. There's nothing in range for him. So we just got one Bren carrier here. This button, let's see if he'll rally some more. Nope. Oh, he's pinned a little bit, but probably not very much. I may have to do this behind smoke, but that does require me to move pretty far forward here. Okay, I don't know. My play is a bit muddled in this turn, I'm finding. Yeah, not really. Probably won't play another turn, I think. Really not focused on it at the moment. Which means the turns will be out of sync for a little bit. I don't know how I'll resync them. It doesn't really matter actually. I mean, it might just doesn't really matter. But let's see. The smoke makes this position no longer very useful. It does seem like we might have to. Yeah, I've kind of lost all idea what to do in this area because there's just not. It is just not enough cover for them to advance behind, enough to advance through. I don't know. Don't want to keep pushing towards the hill. Do I anticipate that Jones will push this way? There's no reason for them not to, because there's nothing. The hill is actually the value here. That's all it is. So, that's no reason why they wouldn't. It's just because they only just need to maintain this high ground and gives them somewhat of an advantage. I'm trying to figure out how to negate that, but so far not coming up with anything. So the only way to negate that is to engage them here. So I think the only thing I can do is to switch these to push these guys, try and push them into the rocks here. But that means I need to put smoke. I probably need to deploy smoke in front of them again, because that actually negates that actually will completely negates any advantage they have on that. Will allow me to move up a little bit for a turn or two and see if I can maybe do something. Because right now I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. So let's get these guys into cover, because this smoke won't last forever. So problem is there's not much cover back here. There's a tree hex there. Okay, put him here. smoke's still covering that side. Well, since the enemy's put up some convenient smoke here, let's try and see what we can do with it. Thing is, it looks like the Lewis is, the range is, it's more like an LMG than a heavy machine gun, so I really need to get them a lot closer, and don't know where that could be. I need to get them a lot closer. So the only place that would probably be useful is in the trees and when the smoke clears, because then I'd be able at a little bit more convenient range for that side. In which case we probably should move up this way. No, we'll put one in here. I'm pretty certain they can't see anything from there. Okay, so I'll move over this way and this way. Since again the smoke works in our favor as well, so might as well try and take advantage of it. All right, but I need to put. I'm gonna try see if smoke on this side will work. Not much else I can do here, I think. Like if I let these guys, they may dig in. They've given their position away now. Yeah, one problem is this guy's artillery is terrible. It's 39. So the mortar is not very useful. There was another unit around here. It's annoying nobody can see it. Yeah, I know there's another unit that was fired at the somewhere around here. Unfortunately, I can't see it, so these guys are moving. Not very good targets. I mean, it takes them a little bit longer, but it's not too bad. I'm trying to figure if we should hit that or scout over here. Let's try hitting that one. All right, and let's put some suppression on them. Right. And in the south. Oh, they still got a few rounds left. He's retreating. He's ready. Okay, let's hit that one. And let's see what we have for our smoke. I actually don't think we got any smoke left. Oops. 8. Haha. 20. That's not bad. 4. 2. Okay, well, it's not too bad. So we have some smoke ammo left. Yeah, he's not in contact. Kidding me. You know, I get this weird feeling about how the random damage generator is going here. That's like 2 different battles. I did reset the game in between, so it can't be anything weird like that. But that's kind of odd that it was a random damage generator would, like, for 2 battles in a row, would give that result. So not in contact. Radio check failed. So not calling that in. Is that, how good is this guy? 7. Have a look. If I put the smoke here, let's see what we got. It would arrive at the beginning of the next turn. It would arrive at the beginning. No, it would arrive at the beginning of the enemy's next turn. No. No. It would arrive in the next turn. It would arrive in the next turn at the beginning of my turn. Yeah. So we take a whole turn. Right, we'll take a whole turn and then arrive at the beginning of the turn. So we're looking at 2 turns before that shows up compared to this. Yeah, so yeah, it's not very helpful. Okay, tactics are being screwed over by a random number generator, which is why the Grognards don't like computer war games. Even though, I mean, you could be screwed over by bum dice just as easily. So I don't really. The thing of it is, it doesn't feel like you like everybody knows that computer random number generators are not very random. You have to try very, very hard, and I doubt that this game uses anything that would be considered very random by modern standards. So I kind of have to live with that. Okay, so there's nothing I can do. I mean, the smoke would take forever. I wouldn't be able to do anything anyway, so we might as well see what develops. It's basically the same decision as last the play by email. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to do? Tanks could move forward. There's no threat from any tanks here that we can see. Where did the tanks go? That's a good question. Actually, that's kind of scary. I just realized we don't see the tanks, or the tank. There's only 1 left. So it's hidden now. We might as well move them forward. So not in line of sight. Nothing's fired at us. Allow us to fire the infantry if we can. It's risky because I don't know where the tank is. Well, it's hard for it to hide in plain sight, so. risk it and put them out there, see if anything happens. They have to be kept moving around though if they're in line of sight of an enemy, because mortars could damage them. Don't want to leave them in one spot for too long to make they have become too obvious where they're going to be the next turn. But the good of was, I mean, most players, from what I can tell, the experienced players don't bother. They generally assume that you're going to move it. Like I've noticed my opponent doesn't, in the play-by-email, doesn't really bother doing that anymore. I still do occasionally, but it does seem to be pointless. Because as soon as I do that, he seems to move it. So you just can't predict that. So you just wasted some ammo, right? Alright, so I think that's it. We're just going to check the ranges. I don't really see much else that I can do. Because I can't believe how effective this squad was. It basically caused casualties in two different, caused at least suppression in two different units. While casualty there, and suppression over here. One of you will rally and can be reloaded now. Actually, doesn't need to be rallied. He could be loaded on now. Let's see. That's a weird thing in the game, right? He's just knocked off the tank, and I'm putting him back on. Yeah, that's definitely weird. Okay, so no, the Germans cannot advance over here because of these machine guns we have available here. So there's actually nothing. There's nothing that needs to be done here. I mean, we just need to sit tight. But the problem is, I don't really have much left. He's probably gonna. He needs to be pulled back. I guess. All right. Let's check ranges, and then we're done. Well, these ranges are not set. They're fine. This one is not. Set that to 0. Actually, I'm gonna have to enable this one. There's no. We're just not gonna be able to. Yeah, we're just not gonna be able to get by with what we got left here. So. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, we definitely do not want to leave those at 12. leave that at 7. I didn't get the heavy MG did not fire back at him, so I may not be even be in line of sight. Whoa. Yeah, he's not even in line of sight. So yeah, we'll leave that at 7 because he can target that if it does anything aggressive, or just moves around. It's moving around in the open, so that could be help. Could cause some casualties as well. Lewis MG, never buying it again, ever, ever, ever. It's like a really very crappy light machine gun. It has the range of an LMG, but yeah, I mean, it has the same range as a German LMG, but the German LMG is somewhat more effective, I think. The Bren has the same range. Actually, the Bren has a longer range when it's as an LMG, like a carried LMG. So, and it's quite effective. So I don't know what the deal is with the Lewis machine gun. Just a crappy machine gun, maybe? I don't know. No, could never be, right? Let's see that rally. They did. He's pinned and won't rally, and he could rally, so let's do that. That's not good because now he's oh yeah, he wasn't able to rally, so we're right. Just still good. So do I want to set the range to leave the range at 20? That's a bit excessive. Yeah, why not? Let's leave it like that. Because if something comes into view, we want to be able to fire at it. He's got a range of 19. Yep, that's good enough. Range 10. Range 10. Okay, well, that's not going to help. Range 4. I might want to consider moving him closer to that side. We can provide more support. Because he's not really doing much in that position so far. All right, it's in the turn. I was just saying you shouldn't leave the unit or units in one place for too long. Oh, casualties. Ouch. Okay, well, okay, so